Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Delle. I'm happy that you're here with me today. We're going to do some channel messages. That's what I'm being guided to do today. Yeah, and we'll Suki saying hi behind me. And then we will get into a couple of oracle cards as well. I'm using a oracle deck called, I believe it's a Divine Abundance, so I'll just mention that in the description box if you want to check it out in case you like the artwork or the messages and want to explore getting a deck for yourself. I'm not selling it, just putting it out there as a resource. Yeah, and all other information about me can be found in the description box as well. How to book a personal reading can only be done through my website, delgoddessintuitive.com, or delgoddess.com will also take you there. And the songs that come through the readings as messages from Spirit, I also throw onto our Spotify playlist. It's free. Definitely check it out if you're a music lover. There's something there for everybody. And if you have a road trip coming up, this will definitely have you covered. It's quite long at this point, so that's there for you. Yeah, let's get into the reading. Felt the need just to take a nice clearing breath right into the heart, as in like to physically, sometimes we have to physically expand ourselves, and breath is a wonderful way to do that. So how it's coming through, if you want to do this while I'm talking, it's like reminding yourself to take up space. You're allowed to take up space. It's your birthright, your inherent right as a being, as a beautiful, expressive being of the universe, as a creation of the universe, to take up space, to allow your light to shine, to emulate, you know, who you are as a true being, a true soul essence, your true calling. I'm hearing a bell, or I'm actually seeing a bell hit, and I'm seeing the vibrations of the bell, where it's like you might have felt like activated, or you've been activated lately and you're still like kind of adjusting to this new activation. But really it's about, we're kind of getting into physics here a little bit with Isaac Newton. An object in motion will stay in motion until something gets in the way and stops it or sends it on a different course. So why this is relevant to this right now, that's how I'm seeing it. It's like, I feel like you might be going through an ascension process where you've been activated. So I'm seeing it like this, like you are a bell. If you imagine yourself as a bell, and you were dinged or whatever, which means activated in this analogy. And there's this like reverberating, you know, a little bit of the oscillations with going back and forth, back and forth. And I'm seeing that's like the ping-ponging energy. So you are an object in motion, but you're hitting up against these densities that are meant to come out. They're out or down, or however they're trying to dissipate or alchemize through your body, through your nervous system, is a big help and a big conduit in this. So if you need a clue or a guide or something like that to look into, like somatic work, somatic meditation specifically for the nervous system, there is a wonderful channel I found recently. I'll link it below. I'll just put it there in case you want to check that out for yourself, that does somatic meditations. But anyway, the bell kind of like does that. Not all the time, but that, at least for this analogy, that's how I'm seeing it. The bell will do that. It will do that until it gets to its purest form, and then it just rings. It just rings until the sound just goes. So it has nothing to stop it, so the sound just goes. And that's what I'm seeing the goal is for you, or what you're trying to attain, what your true self is trying to attain, is that purity of the sound just coming out, just being in space and time, just okay. So the Power of Now is coming through as a resource for you. If you have not checked that book out already, it's quite powerful and popular for a reason, so definitely check it out if it speaks to you. I'll also mention that in the description box. But that's what I'm seeing. It's like this reverberating, and as the message has been delivered forward, I feel the settling of this already. So the peace is there, the stillness is there in a now. So that's all for the channel messages. So we'll get into the cards with the channel messages now. Anytime I do a reading, I can't turn off the channel messages. I, as a medium, that's how I work. That's how I've always worked. That's what happens. So even though we're pulling out cards, I really like to incorporate the cards for one. It's a piece of art that someone created. I love art, and I feel like it inspires us to be creative, to remind us of our creative inheritance as beings, as creative beings. But I also think it's just a wonderful visual aid, a visual tool to further, what the channel messages are coming through to say. So, and I was going to say, and I feel like a lot of times they always resonate, or they continue off of what's already been said with the channel messages, or they bring in a whole fresh perspective. We just leave it open to spirit. But it's non-duality is the card. So let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. So that's a beautiful message. Non-duality too, it really resembles and talks about that purity of the sound that comes from the bell. So duality would represent that ping-ponging back and forth between the dissonance and that energy hitting up between those energies, and then non-duality, just singularity. So unity consciousness is what this is also talking about. With the card message though, let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. I get this. Sometimes there's a reluctance that comes forward when you're on a spiritual journey, because it feels so cozy and wonderful to be in your spiritual bubble. And then we go out to go to the store to get groceries. And we remember, what it means to be a human being with all the other human beings. And sometimes it feels like very loud and very hectic and very like, I want to go back to my bubble. But I'm seeing that part of your path is, and how this is unfolding. I'm hearing like you're going to become a really wonderful surf rider in life. Just like you're riding the wave of life. So you'll find actually, and I'm also seeing you enjoying this at some point, if you're not already, just enjoying being among the people, even though you are a spiritual being, even though you have gone through several awakenings and you're on an ascension journey. It's like what once maybe really annoyed you or drove you nuts, it's like almost endearing now, or it is endearing now to see other people out and about. And you might look at someone arguing before and be like, I can't be around it, it's toxic, or it's too negative, or something like that. And I actually see this shift, I can feel it, where you're like, they're working their stuff out, and then you go about your day. But it's not that you're choosing to be easy breezy, sunshine and rainbows, glitter bombs, whatever it is. It's just, it's almost like you're recognizing or seeing a truth behind it that's there, but it doesn't cause you pain. It's just, you're just observing, you're just noticing. And it just, the word endearing keeps coming forward. So I'm feeling like a higher a higher heart chakra activation. So yeah, that was funny. I just cracked myself up. But you can become fluent at doing both. I think that's the key word, key message here. Okay. I'm getting a specific message too before I close the reading out. Even just having a meditative practice of just saying Om as your mantra, but saying it with the vibration. So I don't know if you're familiar with this, but it's like Om. So there's actually a vibration that's going on like towards the front of the mouth when I say this. So if you want to try that, it's like Om. So I actually can feel my lips buzzing. It tickles a little bit. But something about making the most of the mantra by bringing it to the front of the mouth and creating the vibration through Om. So if you want to look into that further, I would recommend that, because it's coming forward. A lot of times too in mantra meditation or chant meditation, Kundalini yoga is coming to mind. It's like there's actually placement of the tongue in the mouth sometimes too with certain things, because there's this connection, this correlation, this activation of the nervous system as part of the mantra, the chanting that occurs too. So I feel like if you're not already exploring, you might be looking to explore more about that, or finding or asking the divine to connect you with a teacher that's coming through. And also to see all of the sides of it, all of the avenues of it, and exploring. I heard both the dangers and the benefits of something. Not that it's dangers coming through as a negative way, but I'm hearing it's like to see all of the aspects about it, so that way you can make an educated decision about which choice is best for you, what practice is best for you, what's actually going to be supportive for your growth, empowering for your expansion, your evolution, rather than hindering or harmful. So doing that research for yourself and seeing what you find, what evidence that you find to help you with this, and always following and trusting your heart, divine source, that's within you always, to guide your way. So thank you for watching. I'm going to leave the reading and the video there. I do hope that it helped. If it did, please do like, share, and subscribe. It's a wonderful way to let me know that the reading resonated with you and you got something from it. To those of you guys who do like the videos, who do subscribe already, and who do leave comments, it's so appreciated. And I know I've been sharing this a little bit more, but I do feel like this is a community of way showers that's being grown here, and to have you be a part of that is really wonderful. And I feel very supported when you guys interact with the channel and use that as a supportive space for yourselves. I feel like even though some people don't comment or leave comments, I feel like when they do read your comments, it uplifts, and so it's a wonderful way to just uplift each other and be inspiring to each other that way. So that's what the comment section's for. And also to say hi. So if you ever feel like, just saying hello and letting us know where you're tuning in from, I love to travel vicariously, and it's really interesting to see where everyone's tuning in, from in the world. And yeah, it's very cool. So thank you so much. Until next time, stay well and take care.